All right, ECU cornerbacks coach Tarron Williams. Coach, you guys just wrapped up camp. So,
Yeah.
how do you feel like the close was to camp? Do you feel like your group is trending in the right direction?
Yes, I do, man. I do. I thought they did a nice job, not just in the scrimmage, but really just kind of the whole day preparing for the scrimmage,
Yeah.
mentally preparing, getting themselves to play, nutritionally, and just kind of studying, doing the little things the right way, and approaching yesterday the right way. So I think they're getting better, man. And I was really happy the way they capped it off.
You look at a couple guys that you brought in, like Rashid Reason, and also Chance. So you recruited Chance to Richmond. Is that or coached him there?
I did. I
Okay.
did. I coached them there. I didn't recruit them, but I
Okay.
did coach them there.
So how just like how seamlessly do they fit in here? With obviously what they how to push them, that sort of thing. Like how they kind of fit in here.
Uh, I just said Rashid Reason has done a nice job coming in and learning what the standard and the culture was here. And the minute he gets on that field, he makes sure that he upholds it. He's been a guy, not very loud, not going to say a whole bunch, but he's going to do what he needs to do and uphold the standard. So he's done a nice job transitioning. And to be honest with you, I can kind of say the same thing about Chance. Really just being selfless and serving this football team any way possible. So both of those guys done a nice job.
It feels like, at least from my point of view, outside looking in, like y'all got a lot of guys that have played.
Yeah.
Obviously, they haven't played here, so
Mm-hmm.
how tough is it to separate them? Does it all come down to consistency every day in practice?
Absolutely, man. It's about consistency and production. And those guys making sure that they uphold that, because at our position, that's what it's about, right? Playing and play out, who can be consistent in doing their job at a high level. So that's pretty much what it comes down to.
Jordy Lowry, he had a ton of picks last year, at
Hmm.
Western. Just how has he kind of, made the leap to FBS? Obviously, playing probably bigger physical receivers. How has he
Yeah,
kind of made that leap?
yeah, man, he's done a great job. Jordy has done a great job just coming in, learning the system, and football matters to Jordy. So he puts a lot of time into it, and he takes great notes in meetings, and then he comes out on his practice field and makes sure that he's applying the things that he learned in meetings out there. So he's done a nice job with the transition.
With Tamir, he's kind of a forgotten guy because
Yeah,
he's the one guy who has been here. I know he's been a
yeah,
little banged up, but like it seems like to me he's having his best off season. I know you just got
he
back here. Do you
has.
feel like he has as
I
well?
will, man.
Yeah.
I'll say that. I thought this spring, Tamir had a really, really good spring. I thought this fall camp, he's put together a nice fall camp quietly,
Yeah.
because that's just kind of who he is. He's not a loud mouth rah rah guy, but I thought he's put together a nice camp quietly. And again, an older guy who's got experience playing in games. So really excited to have him, man.
And then we were talking about Darion the other day, but also like you got some other good freshmen. So how do you
Yeah,
keep those guys like patient, but also
yeah.
I'm sure they want to play now too.
Absolutely, man. I think just the room. The room makes it that way. They got a really, really close knit brotherhood, and we all always talk about operating from a realistic standpoint, right? So those guys seeing the gap sometimes between, oh man, like that's a fifth year guy doing this, and I'm a freshman still learning. But what a great group of young guys, great kids. Angelo Ross is another young man that I want to talk about. Highly productive in high school. I mean, might have had double-digit picks. And the biggest thing that I've seen when he got here is just really his ability to learn, to process, and apply in real time, which is big for a true freshman, right? Because a lot of the times that's the gap. But he's done a really, really nice job at that since he's been here. I'm really excited about
No, I loved his high school tape for sure, and
him.
he
Yeah.
played in a good area. I want to ask you, obviously coming back with Blake,
Hmm.
when you left, he was DC,
Yeah.
and like just how's it been coming back and seeing him as head coach? Like
Hmm.
to me, he seems like the same guy. Like nothing changes him.
No question.
What have you seen from this head coach?
No question. And that's the thing that I'll say. When he was the DC, and really, I've known him for a long time, he's always had that about him. And I really felt like when he was the DC, he was the head coach of that defense, and he ran it that way. And I think, not to speak for him, but I'm sure that's what played a major part in making this transition so seamless for him. But truly has the hearts of the players, truly cares about the best interests of the guys. And as a football coach, he's very intentional about what he wants to put out there, and he's concise and consistent in what he wants. And for the staff and for the players, man, it makes a smooth operation.
He is cornerbacks coach Tarron Williams. Coach,
Yep.
we appreciate it again, man. Thanks so
Appreciate
much.
you, man.
Yeah,
Good
man.
to see